Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode from your best buddy. It's been here. We're drawing today. We're drawing. Can you see the thing? We're drawing. It's a drawing. It's an art episode. Look at that. 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, and we're drawing, baby. Oh yeah. Give him the DreamWorks face, the eyebrow, the huh? Whatever. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Now I have to erase it all. Okay. We're doing another caricature. Um this one I don't even know cuz she's got very she I don't know. So I've probably mentioned this before, but like people with very attractive features, I guess attractive to me cuz like not everybody finds the same things attractive, but people with very attractive features to me are hard to kind of draw in a caricature type of style. And this person, she is very attractive, I think. She's quite attractive. But she does I am noticing some features. So she's got a sharp her head is tilted forward, so she's like leaning down like that a little bit, you know? And here's her neck. But this is a caricature, so her neck cannot be nearly that wide. Anyways, but what I do notice off the bat, very sharp, square jawline, probably emphasized by the fact that she is leaning forward, and a very pointy chin. But it's not. It's still got like a little flat bit there. She's got big lips, so see if we can get those in there. It's probably emphasized by the makeup she's wearing, but um, we'll try to get those in there. I'm trying to go caricature, but right now she's looking like the Joker, maybe. Get the lips in. Okay, that's going to mostly be shading, probably, honestly. And then bottom lip. Maybe not. Is this terrible already? I think it is. Okay, anyways. So we got that. She's got laugh lines. Very subtle. Her nose is. She's got wide nasals. And then it's kind of like a circle here, and then wide these, but they don't curl in like this. They don't do that. They're kind of like wide and flat, so I'm gonna try to keep it like that. But the bridge of her nose is quite straight. I'm really trying. Maybe it would be easier to not try to push their features all out of whack like a caricature, but I want to know how to do it, and I think it's fun. So I'm gonna I'm gonna do it. Does she have a dimple? It does. She does. So I'm gonna put that there. Very subtle dimple, I think, but okay. All right. The bridge of her nose is going to be mostly shading, so I'm not gonna put that there. So her eyeball. This line is not in the right spot. I don't think. Middle of the head. Start. This is the middle of the head, right? But she's leaning down, so you follow. You follow. Maybe. I don't know. She got an ear. She has an ear. She's got very thick eyebrows, actually, now that I look. So that might be something I incorporate. She's got almond shaped eyes. Her eyes are very eye shaped, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And she's like looking up because she's looking down. Her face is going down. So the rest of this eye is covered by her hair. The caricature of this is not going to come from her eyes, I tell you that much. But we're gonna get the eyes in there. She doesn't have very prominent. She's quite young, so she probably doesn't have these. She's also wearing a lot of makeup, so right now she doesn't have the uh like the eyelid stuff. She doesn't have any of that. So we're gonna go straight to the eyebrows, and I'm gonna make them thick because they are thick, and they're also very downturned. So she's gonna have thick eyebrows. Oh no! And then this one goes over here and does something. Eyebrows. Eyebrows. Okay, eyebrows. And she's also wearing like I don't know if these are her natural lashes. There's no way these are her natural lashes. They're quite large, so I'm gonna accentuate those as well. And then this one, I guess down here, because like you won't be able to see these. So big, big old fake lashes. This right here stays like that. Does this look like anything? I don't think so. I mean, it looks like a face, but does it look like this woman? I don't think so. Especially, oh my gosh. Oh no! Where did it all go wrong? Except for obviously at the beginning when I tried to start. Okay, we're gonna. I just need to focus. I need to focus. You need to just pay attention to the features. Look at the features. What are the features doing? Her lips are not that sharp. So they do this, but they dip, but they don't dip a lot. So here you go. And then the bottom lip starts like right here. And then like that. Let's get rid of here. I'm trying not to make it look like she's got like Botox. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Jaw, sharp chin. Honestly, this is almost looking more like a cartoon than it is like a legit um caricature. Which is like whatever. The more you do it, the better you get. If it doesn't look right, do it again. But after a while, it gets old, huh? It's like I've done this 15 times already. Why do I gotta do it a 16th? Why am I not good at it by now? I've done it at least 16 times. Why have I not made it? All right, and then honestly, her head goes a little further back than that, but this stuff up here is not important. This is her skull. So she's got braids. Um, so I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna like do the actual plating design because that's gonna be a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna just do a quick thing. So this is going like that. There's another braid here. This like gets tied in with that one. Not tied in literally, but like it like overlaps that. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then there's one here. Looks like this one just kind of falls down here. And then there's the loose hairs that are being tied up into the braids. There's a braid that goes down this way. There's a braid that goes down this way. Oh man, this is. You know what? Like anybody who designs a character for like a comic book or animation or something like that, and they give them braids, like kudos to you, because that's got to be a pain in the butt to just draw over and over and over again, over and over. It's just, ugh. So I've messed up. I've already messed up. I got rid of her forehead. We're starting over. We're starting over. We're starting over. Cut it. This episode's gonna be a little bit long. Cause I suck. Alright, so we're gonna do a little more foundation here, so this is her skull. Here's her skull. This is her skull. And then like her jaw comes down here. Sharp chin. She's tilting her head like this. I can't see that part of her face, so I'm just going to put what I can see down. There you go, skull. And then get rid of this a little bit. I don't think she's leaning down as much as my previous slide. So like the side of her face is like right here. This is like the side of her face, okay? This is like the side of her face. She's got this much of the side of her face showing. So she's not a straight on view. She's looking that way, kind of. Her face is facing that way. So we're going to keep that in mind. Keep the dimensionality of it. And then we're going to kind of do the line for the middle of her face where her eyeballs are going to go. And so she's kind of looking at an angle. We're not going to see much of an up swoop on the left side. Okay, so boom, side of her face. Boom. Get rid of a little bit of that. Which means her nose is going to be a little off center, like that. And then there's not much gap between nose and lip, upper lip. Bottom of nose and upper lip, that gap is not so much there. So, since she's at an angle, her smile is going to be a little bit like that. It's going to be flatter over here. And then as the angle is shaped away, it's going to curve up a little more. Just by virtue of the way angles work or something. Oh no. He's losing it again. He's losing it again. Lip. Top lip. Get that in there. Get that in there. Okay. And then the bottom lip. This is no longer a caricature, so this is like just trying to translate her face into like a cartoon. I failed. I've already failed, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. Laugh line. Dimple. So the laugh line kind of goes like that, really. And then this one looks almost artificial. Ah, that's probably an artifact of the shading, though. Okay. Over here, it's less jaw, really, than more of the cheek shape, making this shape, honestly, because of the angle. Then also this cheek comes in here. All right. Oh, man. He's going crazy. He doesn't know what's happening. All right, where her eyeballs? She's got an eyeball right here. There's an eyeball. And then another eyeball like right here. And then her eye kind of goes around like that. Okay, look at the eye. Look at the eye. What's the shape of the eye? It's very almond shaped. Like it's a perfect eye shape almost. So we're going to stick with it. She does have a little tear duct dip. The bottom curve is also fairly just eye shaped. And then this one's cut off. I can't tell. So I'm just going to do that, and then bottom eye. Get rid of the eyeball. I could use all those guidelines that I put down for like her eye and everything. I could use those to do her eyelids and everything too. But she does not have very prominent eyelids. Maybe on the bottom a little bit of that one. No, also here. It's like it's not they're not really lines though, you know? It's more of a shadow. Like the her eyes, I guess, are kind of coming out of her face a little bit. Like she doesn't have bulbous eyes. She doesn't have googly eyes. But her eyes are forward in her skull a little bit, and it's casting a shadow underneath. And that's really what's going on with the bottom eyelid. It's not so much the eyelid than it is like the shadow, you know what I mean? Am I explaining this properly? Do you know what's going on? Do you know where you are? Because I don't know where I am right now. I think I might be in a mental asylum playing with a stick, thinking it's a stylus. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. She does have thick eyebrows, though, I'll tell you what. And since she's kind of like leaning down, it's kind of got that shape. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on. Are they that thick? Probably not. Also, the brow shape is wrong here. It kind of like goes up like that towards the end there, and then fades off. And then right here, it's like really, really low because of the angle of her face. All right. And now here, she's got some wispy hairs that weren't quite long enough to get into the braids, I suppose. Also, let's get her ear down there. Just real quick. She's got a nice little piercing there, and then all up into it. All right. And so here's some wispies. Let's get the size of my brush, because I'm just going to do a single brushes for these braids now. So it goes like this, and it just goes straight because she's kind of holding it up with her hand, the braid. This one goes into those. They converge there. Yeah. This one does like this. Okay. And then there's another one on top of that goes like this, but behind her shoulder. And then there's another one down here that also goes behind her shoulder. And then there's one on top of that goes behind her shoulder. And then there's one right on the top of her skull that goes behind her shoulder. And then wispies. The hair is getting pulled into the locations of the braid points. There's also one right here that gets pulled in. And then right here, it's just kind of dark, so it's hard to tell. Now the other side. This one goes like this. And there's another one underneath it that converges with it. And then there's one here that goes like around into like a ponytail almost, maybe? There's something holding these things back here. Maybe she has a hairpin in. It's hard to say. So we got some long ones here. Another long one there. And uh-oh. No, yeah, okay, we're good. Got this one. Man, I can't imagine having to animate braids or something like that. Like, you're crazy if you're giving your characters braids. even in a comic book, you know, having to do something like this every time. I guess after a while, if you're not following a like a source, like right now I'm trying to imitate what I'm looking at. But I guess in a comic book, if you don't really have a guide or what's the term? I can't remember. I'm blanking on it. But if you don't really have something like that you're going for, then I guess it might be a little easier to do that, because then you could just kind of do it however you want rather than kind of, you know who it is yet. I guess since it's no longer a character, we're going to kind of do her. Uh, and I'll do her hand. She's like holding up her braid, so I'll just kind of do a quick hand there. Then her pinky, like that. She's also got a very interesting dress on. I'll tell you, she must be at some kind of like glamour shoot or something like that. Maybe a movie premiere or something. I'm not really sure. I don't know much about this actor, other than the fact that she's also a musician. But get the pad of her finger down there a little better. I don't know. But she's got like a weird looking dress. Tell you what, it's like made out of rubber or something, so it's very rigid. Pinky. Okay. Sure. 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 She's also got a ring there. Oh, and there. Odd ring placement on the in like the middle joint of the ring finger. Never seen that before. Oh, I probably have. I'm not going to say I've never seen that before. It's just a unique placement. All right, there's her hand. I'm not getting this angle right at all. I think this needs to be down a little further. This eyebrow. Also, shading might help with that. Oh man, I suck. This is awful. It's just terrible. It's just I can't. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Whatever. The rest of her body, who fucking cares, right? Whatever. That's not the point. The point of it is her head. But I can't draw her head, and so like the entire she's got a lot of hair going like this. So we'll do those, and then the hair's back here, and then let's just do the line work, shall we? Oh my goodness. I'm not doing her any favors. Tell you what. Tell you what. We're going to ink, and we're going to go with a small brush width, because we're going heavy. We're going heavy here. Okay, here I'm zooming in. I'm zooming in. I don't know if I've zoomed in on the previous episodes, but I'm zooming in on this one, because we're going to go, and we're going to go sketchy. I'm sketching. I'm sketching. I'm making sketch strokes. You know, her nose actually doesn't really curve up like that, so I'm going to start it right here. On the left side it does because of the angle she's tilting, but over here it just kind of ends right there. So that's her nose. Her eye does this. Does this. Does this. Oh, I noticed something as I look more closely. There is a very slight eyelid showing up right there. Right here. Between all the lashes. But we're going to do her bottom lid now. And then that goes up like this, and then down like that. Now we're going to give her some darkies, because long brow, short brow. Did I say brow? Lash. They are quite long. See, that's a problem, I think, with people, not even just with caricatures, but in drawing faces in general, when people try to get the likeness of a face but fail, it's mostly because they're not pushing the features far enough, honestly. Because I was drawing when I was just now drawing. I was thinking to myself, oh, her eyelashes aren't that long. But they really are, you know? Like you can't let yourself be told, you can't tell yourself you know what eyelashes look like just because you've seen eyelashes before, right? Like you may have seen eyelashes before, sure. I've seen eyelashes before. I see eyelashes every time I look into the mirror. Maybe I don't look at them all that much because like who cares? It's an eyelash. But in this instance, like I've never seen these eyelashes before, not in this particular instance, this particular scenario, and they are quite long. They're long. They're long. I can't tell myself that they're not long because I'm looking at them right now. They are long. So that's something that you got to keep in mind when you're doing your facial work, you know? You can't let your biases, whatever the word is, tell you what is what, you know? That being said, her eye is still wrong. I'm not going to try to meddle with this all too much, but it does swoop in like that and then kind of flatten out. I'm not going to spin forever on each individual feature here, but I have decided that it's no longer going to be a caricature. It's going to be posted on YouTube as another caricature, but it's not. It's not. I'm going too hard on this for it to be considered one. So it's just gonna go. It is what it is. My favorite saying. Not really. But we're gonna try to make it work. Hopefully, at the end of this, putting the little bit of time in there, it'll look something like her. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still bad. I'm still bad. I'm still bad. Her ear is a little lower here. It's got a ring. And then that's pretty much all you get. There's some like wispies. I'm not going to go crazy with the hair because the hair is actually quite complicated. So I'm just going to do implication and call that a day. Okay, other eye. I only spent 10 minutes on one eye. Time to get the other one in there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Like that eyebrow is literally resting on top of her. I don't think the eye needs to move. I think the brow needs to come down is what needs to happen. So I'm going to erase this. I'm going to actually do her eye first. Get that little shape in there. Eyes are not perfectly symmetrical, so you can't just do what you did on the other side. So I'm going to try to follow as best I can. There's a little loop there. You know, something that might help is just reduce every feature into its own individual shape, right? Like don't draw the eye as a part of the face as a whole. Draw the eye on its own. The eye is separate the eye from the face and then draw it as you see it. You know? Separate the eyebrow from the face and then draw it as you see it. So I've separated it. It's like this. It's got wisps to begin with because that's what thick eyebrows generally do, and then it goes over. Not quite like that, but it goes over. And beautiful. This has also got some like wisps over here too, but that's not important. I mean, it is important if you're trying to get their eye to look right, but and then there's like shading here into the nose, but that's going to come later. That comes later. Now, there's a hint of a cheek right there. And then jaw goes like this. Comes in. Chin time. And then this side, it's a very sharp, like it's like straight down almost. And then squares up, curves in, kind of goes concave a little bit here. And then kind of points out back again at the chin. Erase the extra strokes just to kind of clean it up a little bit. All right. Neck comes out about right there. Lips. Oh my goodness. So this goes like that. Nope, it doesn't. This goes like that. There we go. It really does curve up on one side. Actually, no. You know what? Man, this angle is messing me up. You know, I just can't tell what's true anymore. Cause it's just hard. It's just hard, man. Angles mess everything up. In some cases, it's easier to draw like a 3/4 angle or something like that. This is not necessary. This is almost profile, frontal profile. But in other cases, like it's sometimes easier to draw a 3/4 view because it makes the features a little stronger. But I don't have that luxury right now. Or ever, because I'm still bad at drawing, even if I'm drawing somebody from a 3/4 view. And if you don't know what that means, like, so there's different types of profiles. There's like the full frontal 3/4 view, and then straight up profile. They're looking like exactly that way. And like, that's what I mean by 3/4 view. If you didn't already know that. I don't know who doesn't know that. I guess if you're like 5. And if you didn't know that and you're not 5, I apologize. I mean, I'm not trying to like diss you or nothing. I'm just a little aggravated. Maybe. Ah! What do we got? I didn't do her other eyelashes on her other face. Her other face, this face over here. This face. You know, the other half of the face, the other face. It's under shadow though, so it's kind of like gets muddied a little bit. It's hard to. That's really it's just kind of washed. Okay. See if I can do her braids here. That's not big enough. That's too big. Her braids are going to just be lines. I hope you can forgive me for that. But I mean, this video is already like, I can already tell it's quite long. So we're gonna just kind of take some shortcuts here. This goes around, this goes around. Then we got some braids like this. I'm not even following the reference anymore. I'm just throwing braids in, which is probably not very smart. And then she's got wisps. Wisps of hair, wisps of like hair, loose hairs that didn't fit into the braids. Get those in. I'm not looking at the reference anymore. I'm just kind of going with a general thing. I don't know. Most of this is going to be shaded dark anyways because her hair is brown, so it's going to just be shaded as pretty dark, blackish when I start doing the shading. Did I change my shape? I did not. Fingers, really quick. Just get those in there. Like, I'm just trying to get to the shading, you know? I'm fed up. I'm fed up. Other artists out there, do you ever like get to the point where you are fed up and wonder if, you know, Michelangelo in the Sistine Chapel was just kind of like, I'm done today. That's my Italian accent. My Michelangelo's Italian accent. Never mind. But you ever think he's like, I'm Screw this church. Oh no, that's probably not a good thing to like yell, but if you're trying not to get canceled. But I'm sure he's got to have gotten fed up. You know, it took him like 3 years to paint that thing. There had to have been moments where it was just like, I never want to see another Catholic in my entire life. I'm tired of this priest coming up to me and asking me like, "Hey, you've been working on this for like an year and a half now. Like, when do you think you're going to be done?" And it's like, "Yo, Bishop, I'm telling you, if you don't get the hell out of my face right now, we're gonna throw hands. Cause I'm done with it. I'm done with it right now." Anyways, that's my headcanon of Michelangelo. We're doing shading. Oh man, pencil shader, please. Oh, it's beautiful. So let's try to get some shading. I don't know if I want to zoom in anymore. Let's zoom in. Why not? That eye is wrong, man. The eye is, ugh, the left eye's fine, but this eye. Whatever. We're sticking with it. Maybe we can fix it with some shading. She's got like makeup that's like making it look like she's got a shading going like that. And then what I mentioned before, they've got like the shading under here on both sides. And then I'm gonna darken these brows because they are dark. Darken this brow here. Darken a little more. Go up in the hair spot. Kind of darken everything in here. There is some scalp showing just because her hair is like tied tight for the braids and stuff, but I'm not worried about like adding those scalpel highlights or anything like that. I'm just trying to get this done. If you couldn't tell, this is a random little, like, what's up with that? All right, get that in there. Get that in there. Get that in there. Get it in there. Book it. Ship it. I never want to see it again. Jeez. Where's her ear? Oh, this is her ear. I kind of messed that up, didn't I? All right, whatever. Hair. All right, nose. The nose does this. The nose does this, and then there's a little bit of a I don't know. The nose doesn't do that. I need to do pencil shader on my eraser too because um try not to be very harsh with my my erasing. Gosh. Let's get down in here. Let's do the darkest darks, hey? What do I always say? Do the darkest darks. Get those darks in there. Dark darks. There's a dark right here. This brush is a little wide, but that's okay. We can deal with it. There's a dark right here. Her eyes have got darks in there. So let's go in there. It's really dark. Like her braid is casting quite the shadow, actually. Let's get that in there. Where does it start? It starts about right there. Get those darks in there. Her other eye also has quite a lot of darks, but that's because of her eyelashes. Get that in there. Let's get the reflection of her eyelid. All right, let's go some more. Let's get these shades in there, man. Okay, her cheek shading. All right, so you got to be careful when you're doing shading because you don't want to like the shading brings out the features quite a lot, and if you overshade, you can make their features too extreme, and it'll make them look less like who you're trying to draw. First of all, and second of all, it'll make them look like freaks, like little monsters with like just warped features. You know what I mean? It's got some shadow under her lips. And the reason I say that is because like right here, I'm pushing it on this cheek over here. Like you can see her face. She's freaking out. She's freaking out. It's not that dark. You can see her pupil inside that eye. It's just very close. almost like that. There you go. All right. Eyes are not perfectly white, so let's fix that. Let's go in with a small eraser and kind of bring out some reflections, you know, because that's what gives life to photos, to eyes. Oh man, there's not a reflection on that side though, so we're only getting one reflection. Crap, crap. All right, keep it going, keep it going. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no, stop. How big is my? Oh, the eraser's too small. Okay, smoothing this out, smoothing this out. Smooth this out. Smooth it out. Smooth it out. Highlights can be just as effective as shading when you're doing it, when you're drawing. So don't forget about your highlights, because they can bring out features just as well as shading does, and it can soften some of the shading you might have put down already. And you might look at that and be like, "Yo, that's cheating. That's cheating." But there's actually a tool if you're doing traditional art, as far as like charcoal or like using a pencil and stuff goes. There's like a gum eraser. It's almost like a piece of clay. If that's what it feels like. But you can use that to kind of, if you like dab up and down on what you've drawn, it lightens it a few degrees each time. So it's not completely cheating when I go in with the eraser and kind of brighten up some of the some of the shading that I put down. I gotta cut this video short soon. Like, well, not cut it short, but I've got to finish it off because like my pride is at stake. Because the longer I take on this, and if it still ends up looking nothing like the person I'm trying to draw, then what does that say? That's terrible. That would be terrible. I mean, that is terrible. I mean, you can see it right now. It's not like it's disappearing anywhere. But I mean, come on, man. Cut me some slack. It's hard. It's hard, dude. It's hard, dude. It's really hard, dude. I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get too close. Not close, but like too accurate with my shader. I'm trying to change the shape of the brush and everything over and over again just to get into like little nooks and crannies. But in the beginning, you really don't have to do that. You can just kind of just go at a general size and kind of go in and out and add the shading as needed. And then as you go, you can refine the shape with more refined sizes of your shader. Because if you've seen people do like traditional painting or anything like that, like they don't go in immediately and start doing the fine details. They do the big brush strokes first. They do really big brush strokes first, not like literally, but like they get the big details in there, and then they eventually worry about like the smaller stuff. It's like it's almost like layering. They do separate layers. So the first layer, if you look at a picture and you like squint your eyes a little bit, like you lose a lot of the fine details if you squint your eyes a little bit. You lose a lot of fine detail. And so imagine when you're painting that's the amount of detail you start with. Everything's like okay, so let me just draw a ball, right? Here's a ball, here's a ball, a ball. That's my big stroke. And then my next stroke would be like this big shape here, right? Big shape right there. And then a larger shape on the top as well. Push a little harder on the eraser. And then now I get a little more detail. So I go here to kind of get that in there. And then I lower the size of this. And then I go in on this side a little bit. And then I lower the size of my brush here. And then I go even more detail, kind of refine the shape more. And you just go back and forth like that. After a while, like get the reflective, the light that reflects off of the table that the ball might be sitting on, and then kind of, oops, you know what I mean though. Like, yeah, you get the idea. Forget it, whatever. What am I trying to even say? I don't know. I'm trying to draw this freaking person, but I can't. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard, man. But I think the problem is I'm also zoomed in. If you're oh gosh. You zoom out and then it's just her face going like blah. All right, you know what? This is going to be quite a long video because I'm going to redo this freaking eye right here because that's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Her lips are also almost wrong. I mean, they are wrong, but they might be good enough. But her eye's got to go. Her eye's going. Bye bye eye. Bye bye eye. Bye bye eyebrow. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Bring me back my freaking ink. Oh no! Pencil, press your size, please. No, that's not what I picked. Oh my god. What the heck? What? Oh, I'm still on airbrush. Give me my pencil. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. What's going on? We're going to erase that. We're going to erase this. And we're going to just redraw her freaking face. Not her whole face, just her eye. Her eye is a lot larger and it goes a lot farther over and it does this. Is it like that? Is that how her eye goes? Like that, kind of? And then this is like hidden by lash. Like it goes like, oh my god. Oh my god. This is the eye that's holding me back too. Cause like this eye is very good. This eye looks like this is her eye. This is her eye. Right here. You might be able to tell who it is from that eye. I mean, if you know this person personally, maybe. But like, it's the other eye that's killing me, man. It's the other eye. God. Get it in there, man. Go. Just do it. Idiot. All right. There's a guideline. Fuck! All right. It goes like this. And it goes about right here. Nope, it's not that long. Maybe I'm making it too fat, top down fat. Like maybe I'm making it too fat like that. Tear duct. Okay, and then bottom of her eye. This eye is so good. Why can't I just do that again? I can tell you why that eye looks so freaking good. It's because it's half covered up by her hair. That's why it looks good. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. Okay, eyeball. Her brow, eyebrow, eyeball. Her brow is low, very low. Here we go, right here. There we go. Is that like now it like looks like she's got a freaking deformity or something. Like her eye didn't develop right. Cause like I can't. Maybe if I erase the guidelines, it'll look better. Like there's okay. So on the reference photo, there's a gap about this large on her face between that eye and between this corner and like this corner here needs to be right here. Inside her face, not like down here, but like this far in. So am I starting too wide? So like it needs to this is where the end of her eye needs to be. So does her eye need to like come in like this? Cuz that like it makes it look like her eyes are too close together now, but also I guess that would make sense based off of the angle. And then also, I got to remember my own advice where I said, like, you don't know, you got to forget what you think the features are because, like, fuck. Shah! Yo, can I, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. We're going. We're not stopping. We're going. Can I move this, please? Like, Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping until I get this done. I don't know what just happened with my uh brush, but pressure size. Let's go to pencil generic, please. Okay. So her brow is low. Let me start with the brow. You know what? Oh my god! Ugh! Okay, let's take a freaking minute. Let's take a freaking minute, okay? Let's just calm down. Yes, stupid eye. It looks so much like her right now. It doesn't look like her when I add the second eye. Would it be? I don't know if you can get like. I don't know. All right, just breathe. It's gonna be like an hour drawing this stupid eye. So here's an eye. Here's the inside of her first eye, and the inside of her second eye is like around right here, and then it goes like to right here, maybe. That doesn't look like it's big enough though, because her this eye is so much bigger. It's so much bigger right here. So bring this in. Let's get all this darkness here, so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I'm gonna erase all the other stuff so that it doesn't like influence my perspective of things. Okay. So let's go like this. I zoomed in when I did the other eye, so I'm gonna zoom in a lot when I do this eye. It goes up like that, and then like this. Like her eye looks so much. It's so eye shaped. Like anybody who's taken an art class has always has. I guarantee you've heard the teacher say at some point, like, ignore the eye shape. You know, like you don't. That's not what eyes actually look like. Ignore that shape. Draw what you see. But like that's what I see, man. It's like a perfect almond. It's a perfect almond. And it's got like this tear duct inside crap going on, and her lash goes like this and 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 this, and then her her eyelid has like an overlap like this. Maybe not that tight. Give myself some room here. And there's that, and then her eye does like this because it's an eye, so obviously it does like this, and then the pupil right here. And then her brow. Maybe I'm like screwing up on the brow. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. Yo, this is just like a relaxing video. Don't worry about it. You know, sometimes people just can't do it. uh oh yeah. Okay, brow. Let's get the brow. Let's just get that brow. Okay, so this brow, I think I'm on the right track because the brows are quite close to each other because they go pretty far in. They're manicured. It's not like she has a unibrow or anything, but they do go quite far in. They don't nearly touch. But uh I don't know what I'm saying. That the brow goes like about that far out and then comes in and then it's like that. This looks like the same eye I did a minute ago and it was wrong. Like this looks like the eye I erased from the beginning. Why can't I do an eye like this again? Like that's her eye. This is her eye. Am I not? Am I crazy? Am I not following the shape of her eye as much as I like I'm literally following the shape. This is well, I'm not literally following it. I'm not tracing her face, but it's like no man. It's the smaller features that are killing me. She does have a bit of that. I mean, what do you think? I'll tell you what I think. I think it doesn't look like her. Spitting all over my screen in iration. Is that a word? Who cares? Go ink it. Let's ink it. Ink it. Stink it. Ooh. Why is this not small? This needs to be smaller. Oh, I'm on pencil still. I need to be on ink, please. Okay. I'm going way in now. We're going in. We're going in. Squeaky. I need to replace my nib. All right, all right. Let's go in. Jeez. I need to drink water or something. I've been at this too long. Get the eyeball. Get the eyeball. It loops up like this a little bit. And then it goes into this little duct right here. This lovely little tear duct. This is where the fleshy bits end and the eyeball begins, kind of. And then the eye, the iris. It doesn't really go all the way down to the bottom eyelid, so keep it like that. Pupil. Sure. That's a pupil. Okay, and then the top her eyelid goes like you can see a little crease of her eyelid right there. And then the rest is covered by her eyelashes. It's like a little fluffy right here. And then they get longer right here. Do they like, I think they kind of like, they're like looping down in front of her eye. You know how eyelashes can do like that? I think they're doing that. But there's so many of them. Like they're quite thick. So I think it's just giving the illusion that it's like just fuzzy down there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little concussed. Not really like concussed. I'm just upset. Hey, get this. Let's get some fuzziness here too. Like this eye is so good, but this eye is like, what the hell? Is her? I'm trying to use a freaking eraser while you're freaking out on me. Stupid program. Okay. Eyebrow time. Get that up, up, and then swoosh. Swoosh is in. And then it fades out right about there. It's too high. It's too high. Why is my eraser so small? God. Can I just learn how to draw, please? Can I just not go crazy right now and learn how to draw, please? Ugh. I guess not, because like it still doesn't look like her. In the other videos, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't look like them. Who cares? But now I'm like, I'm really trying. And it's sad because it makes me sad. You might also agree that it's sad, but for different reasons. As in, I'm pathetic. Take a look. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. I don't think so. Nope. Whoops. Like her eyelashes are very thick. Dude, don't put on freaking fake lashes. Make it easier on me, please. You're like making it so hard on me with these fake lashes. You're killing me here. You're killing me here. Can you just like not put on fake lashes next time you go to like your glamour show? I don't know. I don't know if that would change anything. I would still probably be just as bad of an artist as I am right now. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, pencil shader, please. And then on this, oh frick. It's an ordeal, huh? Alright. Let's go in here. Kind of feather some of these, why is this not working? Because I'm not on the right layer. Feather some of these lines. I don't know. Whether or not this did the trick, we'll see. I'm not going to keep going, though. It's been long enough. So we're going to finish off these features and call it. Because I'm going crazy. Get this makeup there. Get the makeup there. Her cheek. The cheek needs to be a big stroke. That's looking pretty bad as like those small strokes. So got a bigger. Okay. Bring down the shape. Bring down the shape a lot because I'm going to do her eye. Do her iris there. She's got brown eyes. I'm going to go in with white after the fact. After I get all this shading down. And do like the reflections of the light from the eyes and stuff. I'm also going to take this black brush, or not this black brush, but this the shader, and I'm going to go in on the eyelashes themselves just to kind of fill out the bits that are like darker. She does have one of these. She also has a secondary one now that I look at it like that, but it's not that prominent. Ooh boy. Oh, does this look more like her now? Maybe. I think it is better, but I don't know if it still looks all that much like her. It's reminding me of that scene in Napoleon Dynamite where Napoleon like does the drawing of the girl and he's like, I spent like 4 hours on the shading alone, and it's like, I mean, obviously it's not supposed to look good, but it's still funny. Because I guess the joke is like he spent so much time on it and it still kind of looks bad. Her nose is casting a shadow right. But like also in the same vein, like I get where he's coming from because like I'm spending so much time on this and it's just not coming to, it's just not. It's just not. It's just not. Like I could spend 5 hours doing exactly this. Like that's what I did in art school. So obviously I could still do it here. And don't freak out. I only went for a certificate, so I didn't go for that much. Only like a year. So don't be like, "Oh, look at this idiot went to art school." But also, like if you want to go to school for art, like do it. Well, do what you want, man. You ain't gotta do nothing for nobody except yourself. I haven't even worked on her shirt. It's like plastic. So it's got like very harsh. I'm just going to do a quick rundown of her shirt here. There's some shadow. There's some shadow here. There's some shadow there. There's some shadow here. I forgot to give her a freaking pinky fingernail, but that's all right. Because I don't care. Nah, I don't care anymore. And so there's a reflection right here. There's a reflection there. There's a strong reflection there. Reflection, reflection. Ra-da-da-da-da. There. Does that look like plastic? Because it looks like plastic. It could be metal. I don't know if she would wear metal. Like, obviously, anybody can wear metal. Like, who cares? But I don't know if, like, a smart person would wear metal to, like, a thing. But I suppose these fashion shows, you don't go wearing the most comfortable thing. You just do what's like stylish, I guess. I'm really scared to zoom out because that's where you see everything together. And if you didn't do very well, it's going to give you a very shocking, like, oh gosh, that's what I did. Oh my goodness, who gave me a pen? Who gave me a pencil? Oh my goodness, there's a crazy person over here letting me draw. Oh my god. Oh my god. But at some point, you got to stop and look. I'm putting it off as long as I can, though. It looks better, I guess. Let's zoom out. Let's get the final. Oh god, it's terrible. I went too hard on the shading. I went too hard. Smooth it out. Smooth it out, man. Smooth it out. Oh no, no, no. Dab it down. Dab it down. Dab it down. Dab it down. Dab it down a little bit. Oh, whatever. Who cares? Like, it doesn't look like her. This eye was good, but now I think I've ruined it. Yo, women faces. Tell you what, freaking hard to do, man. I'm just trying to soften her features a little bit. The hand I'm not too worried about because it's a hand. Who cares? That's not even the focus. Soften that cheek a little bit. Am I going to post this on YouTube? I don't know, man. Am I going to post this on YouTube? That's the question. That's the question. I've got to. I've got to because like not everything's perfect. Not even if I can like draw good on some days, on other days, I can't draw so good. So you can't just decide. Well, I guess you can decide what people see because like you control what you put out there, but it gives a false idea to some people about what to expect as a creator. Because if all you put out as a like a creator on YouTube or on Twitter or Tumblr or whatever, you know, if all you put out is like the good stuff that nobody that like people just see the good stuff, when they try to do it themselves and they don't succeed immediately, it can be a morale killer. So I think it's important for people to also put out their rough drafts. You don't have to put out deliberate crap, you know, but put out your rough drafts. Let people see what it looks like to what it looks like actually in the field. You know what I mean? Like her dress is dark. It's color. It's a shade of red or pink or something. But I'm just trying to because if this picture was black and white, I think her dress would definitely be a lot darker on the spectrum of shading and stuff. So like just look at her from here and you might be able to tell who it is. but but we can't do that, can we? No, we can't do that. We got to go in. We got to go in. Oh no. I got an idea. I got an idea. Let's just kind of do that and then just kind of kind of do this. Let's do that. There we go, and then just... That's going to do it for this episode. If you like this episode, why don't you hit the like button for me? Oh man, this one was a doozy. But let me know if you what you thought in the comments down below, and if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, why don't you go ahead and do that for me too? And I'll see you in the next one. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, but I am actually signing off though. But man, I'm not happy with this. I spent too much time on this when I should have just quit. But anyways, let me know if you know who this is. But that'll do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.